Hello, friends. I want to take just a moment to talk to you about leadership from the life of Jesus. Specifically, what do we do when we face pain or difficulty in our leadership? Listen, this is normal for all level of leaders. We face obstacles. We face difficulties. We come up against painful moments in our leadership. And it's a test of our leadership and our maturity and how we handle those kinds of moments. We all like to preach and live the power of the resurrection, right? But to share in his sufferings, as Paul talks about in Philippians 3, well, not so much. And we can look at the life of Jesus and see both emotional and physical suffering, and he gives us a great example on how to handle that. And here's the truth. If you're not facing some level of pain, you're probably not leading. It's just normal. It just comes with the territory. So in the life of Jesus, we see specifically in the Garden of Gethsemane, as he's praying before he's arrested and then crucified, we see Jesus deal with emotional pain and the prospect of very real physical pain. And what he does gives us a model in how to handle those difficult moments that we face. Listen, Jesus was dealing with betrayal, close friends. He was dealing with rejection, and he was facing the prospect of death, and he knew it. And here's how he dealt with it. He prayed, and he said, God, if it's possible for there to be a plan B, if there's another way to do this, I'm all ears. I'm listening. Take this cup from me, Lord, if it's possible. But he was praying in accordance with God's will, and he knew what the will of God was. But here's the interesting thing. If you've ever been to Israel and to the place, the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus was praying, it kind of puts things in perspective. On the left side of the hill, he's facing Jerusalem. He's facing being arrested in the place where he's going to be crucified. But it's a short walk to the other side of the Mount of Olives, where he would have had the vast wilderness to walk into, and they would have never found him. He had a way out, but he prayed the will of God, and he faced the pain and the difficulty. Jesus modeled obedience and faithfulness in the face of pain and difficulty. So here's the leadership lesson. Just because you have a way out doesn't mean that's the way forward. Just because you have a way out doesn't mean that that's the way ahead that God wants you to go. Don't be in a hurry to get out of the situation. Don't be in a hurry to escape the difficulty or avoid the pain. God may be wanting to use that moment, this season of leadership that you're in, to reveal his glory in an incredible way. So pray God's will and watch God use your circumstances to reveal his glory in your leadership. All right, that's all for today. But I do want to invite all of you pastors and leaders out there to join me on a trip with the Center for Holy Land Studies called As One with Authority. I'll be leading a trip with my friend Pastor Scott Wilson from the Oaks Fellowship in Dallas, Texas. And this trip is designed around pastors and leaders focused on biblical leadership. It's going to be April 10th through the 20th of 2018. And I'd love to see you there. All right, God bless and have a great week.